Hello, welcome back to another video of X++ programming language. In this video, we will talk about one of the collection classes that are present in X++ programming language, that is map. So first, we will understand few important points regarding the map. So here you can see the first point, the map class lets to associate one value, that is the key value, to the another value. So if we'll talk about, if we'll see little bit example, here you can see that we have a map and it is having the key and it is associated with a value. So it may have more than 1, 2, 3, 4 keys, and all the values should have associated value with that key. If we look at this right side, you can see that roll number can be the key of a map and name can be the value of that associated key. So for Rumman, the associated key will be 1, or for this particular one key, the associated value is Rumman. So like this way you can think about the map. So now let's go to the next point, that is the both key and the value can be any X++ type, including the objects. So here your question may arise that what kind of data it can hold, keys, and what kind of value it can hold for associated value. So it can be any X++ valid data type, and it can also be in the object as well. The type of the key and the value are specified in the declaration of map. So whenever you will declare a map, that time you have to specify the data type for the key as well as data type for the value. So for example, if we'll go a little bit down, in this example you can see that this is the declaration of a map. So in that case you have to use the map class, then you have to give the object, then equal sign, and then new keyword to create the map class, and inside this you have to specify the key and value. So the first one here for the key, so in that case the type of the key is a string, as well as for the value you can see it's integer, or you can reverse it as well. The key can be integer or value data type should be integer, you can also do that as well. So you have to specify at the time of the map creation. So that's the point which is mentioned over here, the type of the key and the value are specified in the declaration of the map. Now if we look at the next point, the way in which map are implemented means that access to the values is very fast. So here one question may arise that why we using this map, because we already have a set, right? But here it is very much important, if you want to access a value associated with a key, then you should implement it with the map data type, with the map collection class. In case of also set, all the elements in the set is actually unique, but in that case this is not true. In case of map, that is not true. For example, if you look at this point, multiple keys can map to same value. So that means the value may not be the unique, but one key can map to only one value at a time. So it's important for one key can map only one value at a time, but multiple key can map to same value. You have to remember this point, very much important. So if you look at this point, multiple key can map to same value. Okay, that means a value can be repeated, but one key can only map to one value at a time. So that is very much important. One key can map only one value at a time. At the same point of time, one particular key cannot map to a different set of values. Okay. Now here you can see, if you add a key value pair that has an existing key value pair, so already you have a map and that key and value is already present on that map, and if you want to add same key and value, then on that case what will happen, it will replace the existing pair with that key value. Okay, so it's very much important, it will replace the existing one. The next point, important point that you have to remember, the key value pair in a map can be traversed by using the map enumerator class. Don't worry, I'll show you each and everything in the coding section, but now try to understand important points and features or definition of the map. So now if we'll see a little bit here, these are some important points that you have to note down while writing your code. So in case of map objects, or in case of set object as well, if we'll remove or if we'll delete some elements from the map, the iterator is no longer valid. I have shown this particular example in case of set objects. So if you have not seen that set video, that how it is actually invalidating the iterator, or it is actually throwing the exception when you are deleting or removing any particular element from the set, then that time that iterator is no longer valid. In case of map object also, this property actually exists. So if you remove one particular element from the set or in case of map, then that iterator is no longer valid. But here one important point is there in case of the insertion. So in case of when you are inserting some value using the insert method, then the map iterator object remains valid. Okay, so this point you have to remember, that in case of insertion the iterator is valid, but if you will try to remove, then that iterator will no longer be valid. Okay, so for that reason you can see the second point. However, a map iterator object remains valid even after call to the map.insert method, regardless of whether the key is new or whether the key is already exists and only the value is being updated in the map element. Code that calls map.insert and depends on the iterator object remains valid might fail if it's run as .NET framework CIL. So if it will be called as a, or it will be run or execute as a .NET framework CIL, then it might be fail, but in other case the iterator will be valid one. Okay, so I hope now it's clear few important points regarding the map. I have already shown that how to create the map objects. So if you want to know each and everything about this particular line, you can read all this explanation 1 2 3 4 5 6 point. Okay, and now from the next video I'll show you how to create or how to insert inside a map, or how we can insert the element inside the map, and each and everything about the coding section. Okay, so thanks for watching this video. See you in the next one. Till then, take care. Bye bye.